Today is 23rd May 2025. This is Kamnakar Lgpi Venkata. Today we will discuss about the LG polymer, a major gas leak accident issue. At the time of the accident, they evacuated the victims fallen inside the houses unconscious and broken the doors and damaged the property and all other things. Finally, they saved our lives and they have given the emergency treatments requirements in super specialty, hyper specialty hospitals. Apollo, Arulava and care hospitals like that. They ask the hospitals to open their wards so that the victims can be transferred from the site location to there, and after the treatment is emergency first aid or the emergency treatments are over, they have given CM relief and Chief Minister relief fund. They have provided 1 lakh rupees for the ventilator, plastic surgery, organs damaged to general ward. 25,000 were provided for people who stayed in the hospital for more than 1 day and less than 2 days. Hospitalized and required with primary treatment will be given 25,000 from Chief Minister relief fund and 1 lakh rupees will be given from Chief Minister relief fund. Some ventilator cases were also given 1 lakh rupees. Only as per GO, only one ventilator case is compensated and the deceased were given 1 crore rupees by the government of Andhra irrelevant to the court and the factory. They did not submitted to be the liability of the company. Right to life means the accused whose negligence is cause of accident has to compensate to the victims. Is regarding that public property damage and public health damage and public deceased and injured. 585 people are injured in the accident. Say that this is the first payment they declared recently in September 2024 as CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility, from the LG Formation. 6,503 families are reported affected, 19,893 people are affected. They have given 50,000 per family to 70% families and to around 1,500 families they have given 3,50,000. Regarding the actual compensations has to be finalized by the High Court of Andhra Pradesh, where 88 bills are filed and 28 writ petitions are filed, and the summary case 112 of 2020 is left with no judgment, directing the LG Power Management to compensate mortality rate as per the Supreme Court guidelines is also calculated and submitted in that court by CPCB through CSR Neri. They use the expertise of CSR Neri. They submitted the lower cap as 1 crore 85 lakhs and the upper cap as 2.28 crores. Injured 585 and deceased were taken up by the court. Along with that, we are asking them to direct the LG Power Management to provide treatments. Why? Because there is a schedule of treatment which should be provided for a span of 5 years for setting up a hospital and the drugs disposables and DNA isolation kits and all the expenditure is submitted in the court by the government of Andhra Pradesh. The required budget is around 22.77 crores. It is not sanctioned by the court. So all these 5 years, victim has to bear their own expenditure, and the factory started providing on humanitarian grounds outpatient doctor consultation from June 2021. Especially during pandemic time, after discharge from the hospitals, victims has to bear their own expenditure for recovery of health. The emergency care is provided. In our medical reports, it clearly reflects that review treatments are needed. Coming to the compensations which they declared 120 crores, they have distributed 55 crores to the affected families only, not to any individual injured victims. So 50,000 per family is what they have given for 70% of the affected families, and 3,50,000 per family for less than 1,500 families. So the overall expenditure is 55 crores. Is what they reported as. So this is what I just want to update you through this video. Thank you. Jai Hind. The appeals also, coming to the appeals filed by Lgpi to stay the deposits of the factory, which is pending to be disposed in 2020 June itself. 2816 and 2665 of 2020 is left with no hearing at the Supreme Court. So the victims are suffering because those who received 1 lakh and 25,000, those who suffered of major health issues because of microplastics being styrene polymerizes and becomes plastic microplastic sedimented in the body, how they affect the human organs and internal causes severe internal element issues. Those are all things are reported in the hyper committee also report. Microplastics in leaf sedimented, styrene changed its form from liquid to gaseous state and further sedimented in the form of microplastics in the surrounding water bodies also. So though there are several recommendations or proposals or budgetary sanctions required by the government, Dr. P.V. Sudhakar, which is submitted in the court, submitted to the government, submitted to the magistrate, because of non-sanctioning of budget of around 22.77 crores, there is no further treatments provided to the victim. So some people reportedly deceased after that accident. And some people who suffered of major health issues and restricted to bed. Those persons who incurred lakhs of medical expenditure, they are suffering of this accident. We reported their names and all other things to the Lgpi management, but they are not generous towards us. So far, there is no communication from them. Thank you. Right.